Welcome to Monday Mania, where we discuss everything that has happened in the world of triple threat promotions. I am your host, Cassie Willow. With me this week is Reno Phillips. We're discussing events between the 18th of October and the 25th of October this week. Firstly, triple threat promotions news. The next cross-promotion event will take place in December, hosted by World Championship CAWs. Mania will be defending her Triple Threat Promotions Women's World Championship against 5 other women. We're awaiting confirmation on Nella's spot based on her promo on PW 2 weeks ago, as well as an official date of the event from World Championship Cause. On to Zero Channel News. We had PWU The Grizzly Tournament 2024 Day 2. Nikolai Sotirov faced Leslie Palmer to kick things off. Leslie Palmer picking up the win. Rosary Sun would face Malediction. Rosary Sun picking up the win. Brooklyn would face Brooklyn Thompson. Brooklyn Thompson picking up the win. We had PWU The Grizzly Tournament 2024 Day 3. Quincy would face Moore Rivers. Moore Rivers picking up the win. Nicholas Cummings would face Mad Woman Nina. Nina picking up the win. Biltiz would face King Rikimaru. King Rikimaru picking up the win. We had PWU The Grizzly Tournament 2024 Day 4. Dennis Stalick would face Carmilla Noctum. Carmilla Noctum picking up the win. Melandra would face Rico Rico. Rico Rico picking up the win. Brandon Sharp would face a PWU committee pick, Ultimate Flamingo. Ultimate Flamingo picking up the win. Has Brandon Phoenix lost his edge? We had PW The Grizzly Tournament 2024 Day 5. With this episode, we moved on to the quarterfinals. Patriot Kid, Donnie Rock and Oz faced off. Oz picking up the win. Leslie Palmer, Rosary Sun and Brooklyn Thompson faced off. Brooklyn Thompson picking up the win. Moore Rivers, Mad Woman Nina and King Rikimaru faced off. King Rikimaru picking up the win. Carmilla Noctum, Rico Rico and Ultimate Flamingo faced off. Carmilla Noctum picking up the win. On to World Championship CAW's news. We had World Championship Cause. Atom 48. Lady T would face Tam, Tam picking up the win. Emi Watanabe would show up on stage after the match. Misty Hayes would face Mai Nagano. Mai Nagano picking up the win. Chaos Pact would face Kid Tenchi and Rin Mizuno. Chaos Pact picking up the win, attacking their opponents after the match with steel chairs. We then heard from Tam. We then heard from Jane Barrett. On to Ronin Pro news. We had Ronin Pro Season 6, Episode 16. Gladiator faced Josh Morgan II. Josh Morgan picking up the win. Hagan would face The Machine. Hagan, bloodied, picking up the win. Garnett Court would face some local talent. Garnett Court picking up the win. Jamari Mito was set to face Airwolf next, but Airwolf trying to get a jump on the match ended in it being thrown out. Mito making the challenge for Burning Spirits. Isaac Thompson would face Ross Sanders. Russell Shaw would face some local talent. Russell Shaw picking up the win. Why So Serious would face Affliction. Affliciton picking up the win via referee stoppage. Thunder would face Sleaze. Thunder had to just keep beating down Sleaze to pick up the win. We had Ronin Pro Fight Club 16. The Mechanic would face Philip Reynolds. The Mechanic picking up the win. Morgan Church would face Quinn Caldwell. Morgan Church picking up the win. Menace would face Russ Sutton. Russ Sutton picking up the win. American Tiger would face Gabriel Warren. Gabriel Warren picking up the win. Alex Albright would face Kyle Briggs. Alex Albright picking up the win. Nikita Bolek would face Steve Garge. Steve Garge picking up an impressive submission victory over Bolek. On to new Extremes Wrestling news. NEW had its contract checks. Piper Hacksaw and Sophia Robbins renewing for another year. We had New Extremes Wrestling, Brawl 381. We heard from the UWO, Super Tornado faced Jade Phillips. Jade Phillips picking up a big win. We then heard from Casey Judge. Razor Parsons faced Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown picking up the win. The Lion Pit faced the UWO. UOO picking up the win. via count-out. On to Colour TV News. We had Frontline on Colour TV episode 76, Return from the Storm. Colour TV Championship on the line as Sexy Brad faced Colour TV champion Travis Ford. Brad picking up the win and the championship. Diana Whiskers would face Lady Ivory. Lady Ivory picking up the win. Claude Etker would face Amos Tracy. Amos Tracy picking up the win. The show ended with a phone call from the owner of Frontline, who is doing a performance review on GM, Amy Woods, next week. Over to Reno for his ratings.
PWU The Grizzly Tournament 2024 Day 2. Nikolai Sotirov versus Leslie Palmer. 2 stars. Rosary Sun versus Malediction. 2 stars. Brooke Lynn versus Brooklyn Thompson. 3 stars. World Championship Cause. Adam 48. Lady T versus Tam. 2 stars. Misty Hayes versus Mai Nagano. 3 stars. Chaos Pact versus Kid Tenshi and Rin Mizuno. 4 stars. Ronin Pro Season 6. Episode 16. Gladiator versus Josh Morgan II. 2 stars. Hagen versus The Machine. 3 stars. Garnett Court versus Local Talent. 2 stars. Isaac Thompson versus Ross Sanders. 3 stars. Russell Shaw versus Local Talent. 3 stars. Why So Serious versus Affliction. 2 stars. Thunder versus Sleaze. 3 stars. Ronin Pro Fight Club 16. Mechanic versus Philip Reynolds. 2 stars. Morgan Church versus Quinn Caldwell. 3 stars. Menace versus Russ Sutton. 3 stars. American Tiger versus Gabriel Warren. 3 stars. Alex Albright versus Kyle Briggs. 3 stars. Nikita Bolek would face Steve Gage. 3 stars. PWU The Grizzly Tournament 2024 Day 3. Quincy versus Moore Rivers. 3 stars. Nicholas Cummings versus Madwoman Nina. 3 stars. Blitz versus King Rikamaru. 3 stars. PWU The Grizzly Tournament 2024 Day 4. Dennis Stalick versus Carmilla Noctum. 3 stars. Melandra versus Rico Rico. 2 stars. Brandon Sharp versus Ultimate Flamingo. 3 stars. PWU The Grizzly Tournament 2024 Day 5. Patriot Kid versus Donnie Rock versus Oz. 2 stars. Leslie Palmer versus Rosary Sun versus Brooklyn Thompson. 2 stars. Moore Rivers versus Madwoman Nina versus King Rikamaru. 3 stars. Carmilla Noctum versus Rico Rico versus Ultimate Flamingo. 2 stars. New Extremes Wrestling Brawl number 381. Super Tornado versus Jade Phillips. 3 stars. Razor Parsons versus Bruce Brown. 3 stars. The Lion Pit versus Yudo Wo. 2 stars. Frontline on Color TV. Episode 76. Return from the Storm. Color TV Championship. Sexy Brad versus Travis Ford. 2 stars. Diana Whiskers versus Lady Ivory. 2 stars. Claude Etker versus Amos Tracy. 2 stars. This brings the weekly averages to 3TP 4.1 stars. New Extremes Wrestling 3.5 stars. Ronin Pro 3.3 stars. Zero Channel 3 stars. Color TV 3.6 stars. WCC 3.5 stars. Sidebar 2.8 stars.
Well, that's all from us for this week's show. Links to all the Triple Threat promotion shows we've covered can be found in the description of this video or on 3tp.page. We'll be back next week for another Monday Mania, next Monday at noon UK time. We'll see you then.